all we have been saying is bad enough if we are referring to the world. I was just going to say that it's not every believer that starts his faith life strong and as a giant. No, we are always going to have people who are new in the faith, growing, and will not stop laboring for maturity. But must they die before they ever see maturity? Do we kill a seedling in the farm with all manners of adversity and choke the life out of that sibling? Will that sibling ever become a plant? Will that seedling ever become a giant plant? Now, it's bad enough that everything we have said, don't forget, we are still trying to explore some of the activities of Babylon, some of the operations of Babylon that needs to be detected as to detest, which we are still going to come into, and then to defeat. We have not talked about detesting much yet. We've not talked about defeating. We are still talking about detecting. And even in detecting, we are still trying to explore in that sense that, okay, what are the offshoots of the operation that has become visible and evident enough if we pay close attention and then we look at the undertone to ask and say, what exactly is going on? Are these just coincidences? No. So it's bad enough that everything we've said, everything we've said about immorality, seduction, nudity, and everything, we have been talking about unbelievers, so to speak. We have been talking about the world. Isn't it extremely appalling, extremely strange, demonic, that all that we have been saying has come into the church of God? All that we have been depicting has now is gradually becoming a norm among believers. It's now becoming very strange for you to begin to talk among the youth, Christian youth. Note, now I'm coming now into the Christian body, and you are talking about staying out of sexual immorality, ensuring you stay out of sex before marriage. It has come to a season where some youth are looking at you as if, what is this one talking about? Where is this one coming from? What does this one seem to imply? The drive of that agenda, remember, it could be an excuse of economic pressure, my body is my own, and all this. Look at the trend we have tried to run through. Look at how it has invaded the body of Christ. Look at how seductive spirits have with their own seats now in the church as members, not just as members. Look at how they have insisted to be in the workforce. Some even insist and drag seriously to work directly with the ministers of God, with the vessels. They are interested in being there. That protocol, that's exactly where I want to be. I want to be part of those who follow that vessel into a secret place. It is hotel room. I have an agenda. They won't say it with that word. Have you seen how, addressing issue of illicit dressing, immodest outfits is going down. It's becoming no longer a subject because it is looking offensive, even having to say it now. Look at how many short skirts, very terrible outfits have become imposed by these agents on the church of God. They have insisted that they will thrive. against all odds. They have defied every discipline, every caution. And they are not just going to sit behind among the congregant. No, they are fighting for public sight. Because their agenda is not private. Fighting hard to insist that they must even lead. Because if they are out of camera, it's not going to be taking as many souls as their sponsors from Babylon has commissioned them to bring back and report. You are there still negotiating yourself, saying, these things one has to. I am calling upon you to be awakened. You need to be awakened. The system has gone beyond that point you are thinking. The situation has gone beyond that point you are imagining. We have come into a serious state where there is serious war. We have come to a point where internal battles that believers are fighting seem to even be more than external. And then we are inviting them to come and fight external battles. A people that have not been victorious inherently because of the constant pressure on their soul. Believers give their life to Christ in the world and they come into the faith. Unfortunately, right in the faith, there is still problem. They gave their life to Christ in the world. The thing they ran away from, they were saying the things I used to do, I do them no more. There's a great change since I met the Lord. Excited that could I ever be delivered? Only to enter some units in the church and find the very thing they ran from being put right in front of their eyes, being flashed to them again and say, take me on. Even in this new phase of yours, I still want to remain in your life. Addictions that took men years of serious prayers and fasting to break, they come into the body, forsaking their old ways, only to discover that the same temptations abide, and they might not be crying out loud. Because we also have a way of making it look like it's because they are not sound, they are not fervent. But the root cause of these issues is the oppression of the system, is the oppression of Babylon. The devil scheme it, invest in it, and sponsor it. Many times to the ignorant of believers, they say, no, it's not really. They are very ignorant, they are very unconscious. The devil likes that. That's why we need to teach detecting. Because the devil likes when you ignore his operation, when you assume that it's nothing. It will keep eating the cells like cancer. By the time you are awake and say, it's something, he has moved past where he can easily be defeated. We must not allow that to happen again in the body.